It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and is that great stuff, DA, thanks. And at this point of the season, Clark, we can see which teams have the better depth, the better bench. If you would, talk about the importance of having a strong bench over the long haul.
For contending teams, I think it's a difference maker because it allows you to work through the length of the season in a more measured way, which gives your key players rest. You spread out the minutes over more players, so that tends to lend itself to freshness as you get ready for the playoffs. I don't know if you can overstate the value of a quality bench when you're a team that's expected to make a deep run in the playoffs.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Lakers. The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Harris is out there with Lonzo Ball, and it's AI in at the 3 slot. Here's Paul after the made shot from AI. Ingles kicks to Capella. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Harden. Another miss by Houston.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And it's Harris off the drive. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, only so much you can do defensively. I mean, Harris is impressive at finishing through the contact, especially when he's in attack mode.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. To the middle, it's stolen by Capella. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
Room service assist from Paul. Can't put the ball in a better spot. His vision, outstanding.
Pass the ball. Inside, here's AI. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. AI's got 6.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Well, this is something that Kobe has said in the past with the Lakers organization. It is championship or bust.
Well, I think you need that type of culture and mentality to have a chance to win championships. I believe the Lakers have done a good job of maintaining that mentality throughout the years.
That one drops for him. He's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, it's funny, guys. I'm still not sure that Chris Paul gets enough credit for just how special he is as a player. I'm not sure why that is. I mean, very few players in league history have been able to impact the game at both ends of the floor at his elite level.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Fareed comes in for P.J. Tucker, and Gordon subbed in for Joe Ingles. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Harris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Harden, that's good. And you look at Chris Paul's numbers, they stack up to any point guard that's ever played the game. Clark, what do you think is the most underrated part of Chris Paul's game?
Well, I would think it would be his defense and his perimeter shooting. I don't think he gets the credit for being the perimeter shooter he is, but defense would stand out to me.
And it's AI missing. And it's Paul with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Here's Kuzma. Following the basket by Kenneth Fareed. AI. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
Houston making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Green comes in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Paul. And the Lakers also making a switch. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Now here's Rivers. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. They get it again. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
AI right side. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Gordon, the pass to Rivers. Houston moving the ball around. Green, no luck. The Lakers in the lead. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. James.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
And here's Gordon. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. The 3 sinks the three-pointer.
You cannot let Gordon get it going from the perimeter, Kevin. I mean, he's an incredibly consistent and persistent long-range shooter.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about...
The steals thing is just something that I've...
You hear about the importance of watching film, Greg, at review. So for the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. James Harden comes in for Gerald Green. And Chris Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for James. Lance Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. AI is checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Josh Hart in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow, underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense.
So for the Lakers right now, JaVale McGee is out there with Lance Stevenson. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's AI, and it's Hart in at the 2 spot. Harden finds Paul. Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Over Hart. Harden, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Stevenson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
Paul kicks to Gordon. And the 3 off target.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Rondo passes to AI. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Harden inside the three-point line. Drained for 2 points. Harden's got 12 in the game.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating it.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from AI.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Ingles in at the 3. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. James finds Harris. The rebound by Harden.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And it's off the back rim, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. And the wide-open shot from Paul, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to...
Rockets leading by 9.
And this is where you milk the clock.
Yeah, that's the intelligent play here, Greg, no doubt. No reason to chuck up some garbage shot.
Ball against Paul. With 1 on the clock. No good. And so it's Houston, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Plenty of time. Hey, we aren't going to do it at one position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Lakers trail by 9. Taking a look at the Lakers. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Lonzo Ball out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's AI in at the small forward. And there's the pass to McGee. On the wing, Gordon. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Fareed. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 50% in a decent group. AI kicks to McGee. Ingram outside. Here's Here's AI. Unable to get that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. Rockets leading by 9. To the paint. On the wing, Ingle. Fareed controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Attacking the glass like a rabid dog. Fareed takes pride in out-hustling guys on the board.
AI left side. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Ingles. Here's Fareed. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Harris is checked in for the Lakers. AI, that 3 off target, had some space there after the little pump fake. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Kuzma pulls it in. To the inside. Here's AI. Uses the glass to finish the layup. AI's got 20 points.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Paul kicks to Capella. Pass to Fareed. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
You know, Fareed is a highly energetic player who takes good shots. I like to see him improve on his defense moving forward.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Clint Capella. And it's James Harden in for Gordon. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Timeout called the Lakers. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played. And that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies. And it's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
Harden with it. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Tipped away. It's stolen by Harris. Here's LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. James has got it back down to single digits for the Lakers. Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Harris against Harden. McGee with the block, but he stays with it. Another miss by Houston.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harris's shot is good.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Rockets leading by 7. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. Here's Fareed. And he banks in the layup. Fareed's got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is Fareed's bread and butter now. He finishes inside because he stays within himself.
Inside from 8. Here's James. And another shot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Houston. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Harris against Harden. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Rockets.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you got to believe that's important, Greg. I mean, it's one thing to lose both games of an inter-conference series. It's a whole different story losing all 4 games to a team from your own conference.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for James Harden.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker. And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good
So it's got like 3 layers of meats and cheeses, and then it's all bread.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Welcome to the NBA, and with Hey there. You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. These teams always seem doors to be in each other's way. And how different is the atmosphere in a rivalry game like this one?
Yeah, Kev, we sense it on the sideline, don't we?
We do, yes.
You know, a little bit of an air of dislike, a growing discontent that you're constantly in each other's way. Rivalries are built when teams consistently meet when there is something on the line. And that is what has happened with these two. And I'll tell you, we get to sit back and enjoy it, Kevin.
When you play Doris, were those the most fun games for you as a player?
No doubt. No doubt you wanted to beat that team that was always standing in your way, so then in the summertime you had a little bragging right.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. And it's all 5 All-Stars out there for the Warriors. Curry, Clay, Durant, Green, and Cousins. Now here's Curry. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. And it's the Lakers ball. And it's Ball in the corner. Back to AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. AI's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Yep, it counts.
Boy, that mid-range J is so nice. Klay Thompson, automatic.
AI outside. Pass to Harris. Here's AI. Drops in the tray. AI's got 7 points.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
Outside Curry. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
AI passes to LeBron. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Stephen Curry.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And, of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab and make sure that he can get back to doing what he does best.
Now here's Thompson after the miss from AI. 5 on the clock. And Thompson kicks to Green. And again, no good by Golden State. Los Angeles leading by 5. AI passes to LeBron. It's stolen by Green. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And with Cousins and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot, the footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Kevon Looney comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Jerebko is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Curry gets the bucket.
Boy, there's just a rhythm and a beauty to what Steph Curry does on a nightly basis. How pretty is that shot?
And McGee kicks to Ingram. Curry against Rondo. Back to AI. And Curry pulls it down.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And he gets the bucket.
This is what pure scorers do. They find ways to create points. KD doing work.
Passes to Kuzma. Ingram with it. Beyond the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Right, you like the mindset so far, Greg. If you give them room to drain it, they'll do just that.
And here is Curry after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Now here's Ingram. Back to Rondo. Over to the left wing. And McGee kicks to Ingram. AI outside. Just 4 to shoot. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Kuzma inside. Looney on him. Rondo gets the bucket.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
And the pass to Durant. Here's Jerebko. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Jerebko's got his first basket. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Since coming to the Warriors, Kevin Durant says he
just gets it. You get around people in this.
And Steve Kerr has seen it all on the basketball court. In a worldly perspective, Greg, off of it, he's not going to become a prisoner of the moment.
Keeping the right perspective really so important. You see why guys like KD love playing for him.
And welcome back to the 2K. Here's Harris. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around. Look at that jam!
Get out of the way!
What an incredible athlete. Once Harris has room to soar, he uses that jumping ability to just finish with fire.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Rockets had a huge night. He finished with 24 points, and in addition to his scoring, he grabbed a couple of rebounds. A complete outing for him, one that he hopes to replicate here tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Hey, David, thank you. He was such an important part of everything they did in that game.
Yeah, maybe his line in the box score didn't jump off the page, but he was outstanding for them.
And I think they need the same kind of performance from him tonight. He doesn't have to dominate, but he does have to be a steady influence.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Durant. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
That's just a terrific pass from Klay Thompson. My goodness.
Feeds it to AI. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Lakers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Jerebko's checked in for Golden State. Curry fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water over there, guys.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Curry against Harris. Curry finds Durant. It's deflected. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin, alongside Steve Kerr and Coach.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. Really an incredible game from AI.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Harris is out there with ball, and it's AI in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Right side Durant. Some solid defense from AI. We've talked about what it takes to be a great head coach, Doris. Qualities that you think are paramount to the success, for instance, of an assistant coach.
Maybe the most important attribute to an assistant coach would be coaching with your heart and soul like it's your job on the line every night, not just the head coach's job. Right? If you pour your heart and soul into something and make that head coach's job easier, then you've functioned appropriately. And the other thing it's allowed you to do is it's allowed you to accelerate your growth. You're constantly thinking, what would I do in this situation? That helps you in the long term.
Love that perspective. And he uses the glass on the layup. AI's got 18 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Warriors trail by 8. On its way from Curry for 2. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The offensive prowess of Kevin Durant. We knew it even back in high school, but winning the NBA scoring title at age 21, Doris, that really sealed the deal.
Yeah, in fact, Kevin becoming the youngest player to ever win a scoring title. He's obviously gone on to do it multiple times. And to me, where he's really advanced is his ability.
The Warriors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific. It's sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
Ball against Curry. Kicks to Durant. Over AI. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Durant fill out the perimeter. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Curry in at the 1. Lakers leading by 3. AI right side. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's ball in the corner. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Back to AI. To the inside, Curry with the steal. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
And AI gets it to go on the assist by Ball. 24 points for AI. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And here is Curry. Thompson outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Lakers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. James. And the dunk by James.
If you're going to step in front of LeBron James, we're going to question your sanity. Just a freak of nature.
Curry passes to Thompson. Jacks up a three. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Here's AI. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I love to see LeBron James work hard to get his teammates going. This guy is focused on everyone feeling good.
Pass to Cousins. Durant in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Here's Curry. Cousins, no one around him, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, and Cousins never shy when his team needs a game-changing basket.
Harris kicks to LeBron. The dish to AI. There's the triple. No good that time, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The wide open look for Durant, and it's Golden State with another.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Harris against Thompson. AI in the post. Left side Harris. 6 to shoot. AI dishes to Harris. Over Thompson, and Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Iguodala's checked in. Curry kicks to Thompson. He feeds it to Iguodala. It's tipped, and that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. .122 left in the fourth quarter. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Harris with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 1-point game.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Outside for Curry. Right block shot, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Wow, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break.
Well, big-time moment means big-time guy, and Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Golden State on deep. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. AI passes to Harris. Back to AI. Yes!
Gorgeous assist there from Harris. His understanding for the game and how to get his teammates involved, it's impressive.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And it's AI missing, and so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, Kev, despite the fact that this guy has already won multiple MVP awards, Steph Curry is still pursuing improvement and trying to add to everything his team does. I love that approach.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And just trying to salvage anything.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, to me, Klay Thompson has proven to be one of the best players in the game. This guy is an incredible sniper from long range and defends at a very high level.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 7. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And obviously, look, they want to...
And that one misses. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And everyone knows when Cousins controls his emotions, he's one of the very best centers in the game.
From deep three-point range, the shot comes out. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy.
I got this full-size basketball court in my spot, right? And you know, come over, we can shoot around, play a game, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anytime. It's vital.
Yeah.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson.
It's a Western Cup and nothing. Outstanding, DA. Thank you. Well, we're about halfway through the season now, Chris, and you can see the mental grind getting to some of these teams and some of these players.
Yeah, this is why leadership, and especially veteran leadership, is so important. You got to keep guys focused, motivated, and ready to play. Yeah, the season is long. It will wear you down. You have curveballs thrown at you every day. It is a mental grind, a mental toll. But how can you keep that focus through all of it? That's the big question, and usually you lean on those veterans a lot.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Rose. And it's Covington in at the 3. Now Covington. After the missed 3 from AI. Covington with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Suns. AI in the post, defended by Covington. It's deflected. Rose against Rondo. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Feeds it to Covington. Tries again. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
This is the confidence Covington has in himself. Assertive as shooting right off the pass.
Pass to AI. And the Lakers with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Covington wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Lakers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Inside, James. And the dunk by LeBron.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
Here's Rose, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. And Robert Covington hits from deep. Covington's got his second basket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Rondo kicks to McGee. Here's AI. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Tries it from 9. The offensive rebound. Covington trying to break free. Count the basket. Towns has got his first points in this one.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there, and he still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their bodies trimmed. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Ingram comes in for Harris. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Šorić. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Here's Kuzma, and that one drops for him.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
T kicks to Jones. Passes it to Šorić. Back to Jones. Pass to Teague. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kuzma passes to AI. To the middle. And McGee kicks the ball. It's stolen by Dang. Teague drives in. Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's AI, and it's blocked by Dang.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
Teague with a clean look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. To the middle, and AI throws it down.
A fantastic dunk, and he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Teague deciding where to go with it. Poked away. From downtown, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers lead by 1, and the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns. No.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar.
Well, when you're attracting Greg, changes for the Lakers. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. AI comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Saric. Robert Covington comes in for Luol Deng. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jones. And it's Rose in for Jeff Teague.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and he doesn't force shots.
The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Rajon Rondo is out there with AI, and it's Ingram in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And I like what I see from Covington. I mean, he just doesn't look to shoot. He's good at passing, too.
And Greg with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
Here's Wiggins. That's tipped. And here's AI. He's coming off a 28-point game against Golden State. And James gets it to go.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Rose with the ball. AI picks him up. Kept alive, Minnesota. And it's Wiggins missing. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. AI dishes to LeBron. Now here's Rose. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
So important to have someone out there creating second chance opportunities. He took care of those duties in the first half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Minnesota, Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Covington in at the 3 seat. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Warriors was a man on a mission. He ended with 28 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He played a tremendous all-around game, and you'd love to see that type of effort We'll see if he can maintain that kind of energy tonight.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special, but the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of them.
PC Webb, for your money, who does the best job of combining guard skills with a classic back-to-the-basket game?
Oh, I mean, you think of Cousins. He's 7 foot, not the fastest, but he has back-to-the-basket and then crossover three-point shooting ability. Embiid as well, Towns, and of course, Anthony Davis, who I think was a point guard and had a great growth spurt in high school. Yes. He's just a guard.
Here's AI. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Rajon Rondo is out there with Harris, and it's AI in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Dishes to McGee. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. AI can't hit.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Wiggins with it, picked up by Harris. Wiggins kicks to T. Back to Wiggins. Banked in off the glass. Wiggins has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. AI outside. Harris passes to AI. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the paint, here's Wiggins, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Outside Rondo, fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
T kicks to Rose. Here's Wiggins. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists here tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
To the paint and stolen by Jang. Teague finds Wiggins. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Robert Covington comes in for Jeff Teague. AI dishes to McGee. Rondo passes to Harris. AI left side. Takes the 3. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Covington from the arc. Hits it from 3-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles to stop the run. And it's AI missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Lakers trail by 3. Kuzma kicks to Rondo. Got that bucket in no time at all.
He just lives for the moment. Rondo there coming up big time for his team when they need it most.
Now the pass to Gibson. Now the dish to Wiggins. Over AI. And it's Wiggins missing for Los Angeles. They've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
And Wiggins throws it down.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Harris passes to AI. Rebound, Minnesota.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
And it's Rondo in the corner. Here's AI. Los Angeles with another miss.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Towns, that one wide left.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and he throws the shot off.
James finds Rondo. Now AI. He's covered by Rose.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So it's the Timberwolves now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Rondo kicks to LeBron. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To Rondo, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a 1-point game, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, these are some of the toughest decisions. I mean, a good argument can be made for either case.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's AI. The 3 won't fall. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.